shots. They don't like to have to sit there, run around, and set the offense up. They prefer to just keep firing at you.
Absolutely. You know, they're setting into possession now. Both teams early on, you'll see, try and figure out where each other's at. Here comes a dodge from behind. There's that wing shot.
And a shot and an initial goal right away, so Hoover jumps out to a quick 1-0. Definitely a big physical force, has a reputation of throwing some hard hits. Here's a shot, comes in, and a goal by Saint Ignatius. It's Dave Van Buren who goes in on the left side and absolutely ripped one right into the back of the net.
Yeah, you're going to see that a lot of Ignatius when they dodge from midfield. You're going to see them trying to take it down the alleys, just like Van Buren did there. Starting just outside the hashes, trying to get into a lane and try and pull shots to the opposite side corner.
Back again, you see them moving a lot from left to right, just trying to get an open shot, and one comes in there, and another goal by the Wildcats.
It's again shooting off pipe, same shot, same side, stand with a nice rip, dodging inside. Fancy turns it over. There's that Ryan Shoy again from Hoover. Takes the loose ball and shoots it 5-hole.
Well, so on a careless turnover there and 9:53 remaining, Hoover ties it up at 2.
So by starting there and rotating through, you see that Hoover had to readjust their defense, had to reset their slides.
Well, and Brett Hornan got a good look from about 10-15 yards out, and a good save there by Hoots, though, kicked it out with his right foot, but the Wildcats will keep this one back with 9:10 remaining here, tied at 2 in the second period, excuse me. And this is Joseph with it up top, who gives it down to Davis.
Now what you're seeing here is Ignatius going to a 1-4-1 a man up. They're putting 2 in the crease, which makes it difficult on Hoover, because Hoover's trying to lock off with one man, 39 Chong. He can't get there on a wing shot. Horning fires it from the wing, again off pipe. Ignatius will go up 3-2.
7 remaining.
Oh, there's that speed by Joseph.
And Joseph shows off his shifty feet. Initially goes right, cuts back left, circles around, had the goalie isolated out there on an island, took a shot over his head, and is up 4-2 now.
Dave gave it a little stutter step, and a Hoover defenseman, 33, just got taught up. We call that, got to look a little bit of a tuna there. He got caught in the net going one way, like a fish out of water, got stuck, and Joseph just turned, put the biscuit in the basket.
Now, real
look for the ball to skip through, try and find either England or Curran in a seam off a skip pass from Chong here.
Also, with about 5 minutes remaining, Hoover has this one down 4-2. A shot's going to come in there, and a goal. That's number 26, T.R. Krusek, who we talked about earlier. Just ripped one from about 15 yards away, right past Ignatius and Finucane. So that lead is now cut to 1 with 5:03 remaining in the second half. Or excuse me, in the first half.
I think the Ignatius defenders were reading the same scouting report that I was looking at. They were pulling up, trying to take away their top 2 shooters, and there's a big lane going across the field to Krusek coming from 44 from Nate Weltman, who just skipped the ball across the field, gave a skip pass, and Krusek was able to set his feet and rip one. So now Ignatius goes down 1.
And a shot and a goal to tie it up by Hoover.
Skipped around to Josh England. They just moved the ball around the perimeter. England, their righty shooter, sets his feet and stings the net.
Well, that's Josh England's second goal of the day with 51.3 seconds remaining.
You know, if you read the scouting report, if I were Coach McManaman, I know coming in, you want to make sure that England doesn't get a chance to set his feet. When he sets his feet, he can be dangerous, as he's done on his 2 goals.
Put 11:15 remaining in the game. Hoover with it. They have a 2-man advantage. They circle it down low.
There's England. Don't let him set his feet. Make that ball move. The defense in that diamond trying to rotate. They're going to bang it around, look for.
And a rip comes in there, and Hoover scores. That's T.R. Krusek who put that one into the back for his second goal on that left-handed rip.
Yeah, that's a hell of a shot. As a goalie, there's not much you can do. He was at just above goal line extended and just sniped it far side corner. Now, and he's going to bring it down the wing.
Hoover looks to push it up. He skips by Finucane, and another goal comes in from Hoover.
That's going to be number 9, Tom Curran, their other shooter. he was able to get underneath Curry. I think that last penalty that Curry draw got in his head a little bit. He's out on Curran's hip there. And instead of pushing on the hip and driving him wide, he let up a little bit, tried to go for a stick check. Curran just tucked the stick underneath, got inside position, switched and face dodged to the right side, and finished in tight. You know, Ignatius this year, they had 109 total penalties, which, you know, you're talking about 12, 13 game season, 15 game season. You're still talking about 8 a game, which is a lot more than when you want to give up. As we said earlier, a good man up that's scoring at about a 40% clip. You're talking about giving your team 2 to 3 goals, and sure enough, that's what Hoover's got today on man up, is they've got 2 man up goals.
Well, unfortunately, too, Hoover's defense and Hoots in goal have been pretty stifling, so giving up those 2 goals is the difference maker, and a shot comes in there on Finucane, and Hoover is out to a 7-4 lead now.
That's Ethan Frock. We talked about him earlier. So look for Frock in the second half, because he's got the short stick. He was able to get a seam there. He's able to find a little bit of space, feed inside. He finished it. Nice high bounce shot. Had a little bounce shot in underneath, just underneath the crossbar. Durkin's at X. Here's that 1-4 with Foley on one wing, Joseph up top. Kim's going to crash front side pipe, but it's a turnover. Good play by Milano to strip Durkin of the ball.
Looks like
Durkin like that, got it back, rolls, and there's the shot that Mr. Watts talked about in pregame. Scores from 2 to 3 yards out, gets above GLE.
Well, Durkin cuts the lead down to 2 by now. Brendan Durkin.
Good goal by Durkin, driving from X. I mean, that boy has been all over the field. He's going to be a heck of a player. He doesn't have the size you look for, but, man, that kid's got heart. He is doing everything that Coach Gregory Hoover asked.
Strong has been just about done everything and a little bit more that you could ask of him in this game, and has just absolutely played his lights out. Just been a problem child for the Wildcats the entire game.
Now you see there's under 2 minutes left, so Hoover must keep the ball in the box. And they do a good job of getting a goal out of it. He's trying to pressure out. There's no slide there because everyone's trying to lock off.
That
Tom Curran. He snipes his.
I believe that, yep, that's Curran's second goal. He brought it around. He had it off the left shoulder of Finucane. Just ripped a bounce shot in there that went in right side of the net.
So Ignatius goes down 3. And Hoover's their 3 attackmen, each with 2 goals. It's what all you can ask for. In an 8-goal game, and you get each attackman putting in 2, you'll take that in a heartbeat.
Well, you ask them to score, and they've done just that as the Wildcats win this face-off. And a shot and a quick goal by David.
Great take by David Joseph.
David Joseph absolutely flashing the speed. Goes lightning down and puts a goal in. So hold the phone, folks. 1:33 remaining, and the Cats down by 2 on a lightning goal by David Joseph.
And you know, you give the hockey assist there to Matt Stanton. Matt pulled the fast break forward, up his front side hip. David just outran Howe into the ball. You really credit Stanton there for putting the ball in only if David could get to it.
Mr. Coach Bill Schmoldt, thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
All right, so the season does not end the way the Wildcats want. They go down a loser here, 8-6 here in the playoffs. A quick reminder that this should do it for the SIBN season. We're glad to have you back here for football and soccer coming up in the fall. SIBN Lacrosse is brought to you by AT&T. It is your world, delivered, and by Panelmaster. Panelmaster is quality by design. For our moderator, Jeff McCormick, for our president, Jacob Corrigan, for those alongside me, Bill Schmoldt, and Paul Martin, I'm Mike Watts, saying have a good night, everybody.